Hey everybody, welcome to Careers on Course. My name is Jimmy Laram, where we're trying to help you get your career on course. And I'm going to talk today about the fastest way to go from unemployed to full-time employment. And my choice to do this was boot camps. And speaking from experience, basically this is a 3-step process where you'll have a job as fast as you want it, basically. So the first thing you need to do is make that decision. You know, I had to decide, okay, I want to completely change careers. I went from planning and DJing weddings.
If anybody believes that these two should not be wed, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Waka, 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 to actually having a full-time job in tech sales. So I decided to do a Course Careers Bootcamp. Best decision I ever made in my life. And once you decide to do this, though, you need to stick to it. The problem with a lot of people is they get into this shiny object syndrome. They fall into that where, you know, they start, but you lose focus. It's easy to quit. It's easy to say, nah, this is hard. I don't want to do it. It's hard. So you look over here and go, oh, this looks better. So you do something else and you're going to fail. So once you make the decision, stick to it. That's what I did. I decided in December that I'm going to start a boot camp in January. I started January 9th, and I said I'm going to stick to it. And you need to set a target date for completion. For me, January 9th, I said by mid-February, I want to be completely done. So February 15th was my target goal. I actually wrapped up and took the final exam on February 14th, Valentine's Day. I remember this. And it ended up being phenomenal. I finished it, I passed the final, and then decided to retake it on February 17th just to make sure I had everything down and I got a better score. You want to calculate the hours you want to spend per day studying or training. This is important because you need to stick to it. You just set a schedule and stick to it. For me, I was lucky. I was doing remote work for about 4 hours a day, and then I put in between 4 to 6 hours Monday through Friday after my remote work part-time to study and to really dig into this training program, this boot camp, and really learn what it is I wanted to learn, which was tech sales. You need to choose a realistic completion date too. For me, it was 30 days. I calculated looked and researched how many hours it would take to get through this boot camp. I didn't want to rush. Don't be unrealistic where you're like, I'm going to finish it this week. Ain't going to happen, okay? Take your time. Figure out exactly how long it's going to take you. Set that out. You also want to choose an I'm hired date too. So for me, started January 9th, finished by mid-February, get hired by the end of March. That's 3 months, January, February, March, a little less than 3 months. That was my goal, and this is what happened. I took the boot camp, finished on February 14th, retook it on the 17th. Now I took the 17th through the 28th of February to re-study everything. I just went through that boot camp again, a little faster because there were some parts I really got, some parts I struggled with, and made sure that I really knew what I was doing before I started to apply. Then at the end of February, I started to apply. March 1st was like my first flood. Started to get interviews the following week, March 7th, and then I finally got hired on Pi Day, 3/14. So from January 9th to 3/14, what is that, January, February, March? That's 2 months. And I had a full-time job. So you can do this. It's quick, you know, and last, you just get to work. You get to work. Set your time, set your schedule, stick to it. I know life gets in the way, and that's totally fine, but really prioritize this boot camp, and you will pass. You will be in their portal where employers can look at you and your work and decide to hire you out of there, and then get a job, full-time job, once you set all your dates and you go through everything. You can do this. I did it. I did it in 2 months. Take 3 months, take 6 months, however long you need to take to get this done. But this is the fastest way. Get into boot camp. Again, my favorite is Course Careers. If you want to learn more about that, you can reach out to me directly. Happy to help you. I am here to serve. Thank you for your time.